Hi there, my name is Matt Cole.
And I'm Brian Garrity.
And we are the producers of the Sexperts Podcast, and we have a very special returning champion. And I mean, I say returning champion for a lot of returning champions, but she's not only a returning champion, she's a special returning podcast VIP champion. And I see her like almost every day on like 5 of my podcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Molly Turcutton Graham.
They call me the old Turcutton.
Yeah, that's a little nickname we just came up with.
Yeah, it's a cute thing that we're doing. It's an inside joke. You guys wouldn't get it. Probably only best friends know it.
Yeah, so everybody else can go fuck off.
Yeah.
Well, Molly, we have to get straight into this interview because I know that you have a lot of places to be, and you have your hands in many different projects. So let's get right to it. Talk to us about who is Molly Graham, why should we know her, and where's she going to be in the next 5 years? Go.
All right. Well, let's get into who is Molly Graham. Now, a lot of people think they know me, but they have no idea.
Getting real.
Let's stop being polite and start getting real right about now. I'm a very famous comedian. A lot of people know that. I can be found drinking beers next to a drainage pipe.
You are really selling yourself.
What else am I up to? Oh my God, podcast. I mean, I have a very successful, very, very famous podcast called How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff. Yeah. Where me, Jeff, and producer Matt Cole bring on guests to talk about horrible, embarrassing moments in their lives. And it brings great joy to my heart. I don't know. Is there anything else cool about me? I'm so fun. This interview is going great. You guys have been great.
I've never seen you struggle to promote yourself.
Honestly, I'm a little off today because I was trying to figure out my bra size right before I came on here. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you know what I get to discovering. I'm just learning about my body. You know, I'm just a 28-year-old girl who's trying to learn about her body because I'm curious, you know?
All right. Well, let's.
I'm at that age.
Brian and I are huge fans of yours, so we'll help fill in the audience on the rest of Molly's illustrious career. 1, we talked about how embarrassing. 2, Low Blow Candle Co.
Oh, shit.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll take it from here, Molly. No, tell us about Low Blow.
All right. So Low Blow Candle Co. is a candle company that I run out of my garage. Mm-hmm. And I've been making big moves lately. I'm working on getting into some craft fairs and farmers markets. Had some couple setbacks on that front, but we're still working on it.
Wait, what kind of setbacks? Did your factory explode?
I got rejected from 4 craft fairs and 2 farmers markets.
What the fuck?
Was it due to content?
No, they were just like, we already have a candle vendor.
Oh, what? That sounds insane.
Well, last time they had 2 candle vendors, they fought.
I don't know. Apparently, they're just like, spots are kind of full, but I'm on the waiting list.
What?
I'm gonna figure something out.
This is
you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. You have to throw your own fucking county fair and create your own farmers market.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like. So I'm going to need to start another Kickstarter, start my own farmers market.
Why not a candle truck, like a food truck?
Oh, yeah.
That would be really cool. I'm also working on trying to figure out like how to do like candle making parties. Like people do those paint night things.
Oh, don't piss people off like that.
You'd probably have somebody else host them. You just would... Like
yeah. It's like a wine and paint night, but it's like a wine and make a candle night. I don't know. It sounds dumb, but I'm going to work it out to make it sound really cool and fun.
Yeah.
How much would it cost for 2 middle-aged men?
Who guys
who also host podcasts?
I think I would charge you guys at least like 20, 30 grand.
Oh shit. That better include some feet pics and I'm in. All right.
Yeah, it will. But yeah, the business is booming and I'm actually in the process of redoing a lot of stuff and working on my website for sort of like a mini relaunch.
Okay.
And then hopefully once I get all my stuff together, the craft fairs will be like, wait a minute, you can come.
All right. Well, number one, I'm outraged. I'm outraged for you. Like, how does that work at the craft fairs? Do they limit everything else? Like anybody who's selling, like, because I've been at craft fairs and I hate them. But good luck to you. But do they like? Well, we can only have one like vintage clothier.
I'm sorry, we already have one person that's selling patchouli.
Yeah, I think what it is I think honestly the biggest thing is that my setup for craft fairs is like not that legit looking. Like it's kind of just something like it definitely looks like a little kid's lemonade stand. So I'm working on getting just like better signage and stuff to make because there is like a direct local candle company that I kind of see as like my nemesis.
You should hire.
I will not name names, but this candle company is all of a sudden started after me, like started candle making during the pandemic and is fucking everywhere all of a sudden.
Oh my God.
So I'm a little threatened, but I'm coming.
We're about to start a war.
You should hire 2 middle-aged male background dancers.
Am I middle-aged now? I'm okay if that's fine. But
if you're hanging out with me, you are. Yes.
Oh no. I gotta.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
That's a little older than I thought.
Oh, let's back up a little bit because for nobody who's ever heard of Lobo Candle Co. I mean, and that's the other reason why I'm outraged is because you're not just a candle company.
I'm more than that.
Yeah.
I'm what they call a candle comedian.
Yes.
By they, I mean, I made it up. That's my job title. But so all my labels, I try to have like, it's called low blow because all the labels are like, hey, you should chill the fuck out, or like your asshole smells bad. That's not one of them. But it's all just kind of, hilarious quips. Mm-hmm. And I, do great business when I'm actually able to get out there. However, I'm feeling a little dragged down by the man right now, but we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
So buying a candle from you is like hanging out at the beach with you, just nothing but hilarious quips.
Basically, it's a good
wall-to-wall quips.
Wall-to-wall quips, and it smells great. Just like a day on the beach with yours truly.
Winter cotton. All right. Well, yeah. Well, congrats. I mean, it's not all bad. I mean, congrats on the Kickstarter. And I was a, Kickstartee or whatever, a donator.
Yeah. A kicker or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, no, I really am. So the Kickstarter just finished. So I came out of the gate a little bit negative. But that's just because of the rejection letters I just received. But no, I came out negative, but I really think that I'm moving in a positive direction. The Kickstarter just ended and I ended up like over my goal, which is fucking awesome. And it's a huge relief because I do have a couple things I put on a credit card that I didn't know how I was going to pay for. So we're nailing it. I'm a businesswoman. I have a business degree. That is a lie, but I'm doing my best.
You have a business degree? That's awesome.
No.
You don't need a fucking
I read a book called Business for Dummies.
Well, Brian's still on page 4 of that one. Call me when,
I read Anger Management for Dummies.
Those for Dummies books. So I was a sailor in college, and the number one book we would recommend people read who wanted to get into sailing was Sailing for Dummies. Those Dummies books, they really do it. They're dumb it down for you. And
they're very comprehensive.
Yeah, I like them.
Oh, man. Well, there is no Sexperts for Dummies, that's for sure, because it's not for dummies.
Yeah, it's only for smarties.
Let's see. So you also have a show coming up at the end of the month on earprov.com.
Sure do.
I know I saw the eyes looking up like, wait, what show? Molly has a show.
I tried so hard to control my face. As soon as I started looking confused, I was like, he's going to see.
Molly and Jeff and I, and actually Brian's been joining on the fun recently too, have been having a blast with earprov.com. That's full disclosure, me and Brian's live stream thing. And we have a show called How Embarrassing, the podcast, the live stream, the comedy, and I got
the
that
improv, the live stream.
improv. I got it out of order. And we take people's embarrassing stories. We have on guests, and we do. It's actually one of the only long form live streams that we do currently. And I kind of missed the long form, but
and I think it'll translate to the stage pretty easily.
I'm thinking people who are looking for talent and acts when they get their theaters back up and running, and they need some bar fun, or at their theater, the comedy theater, maybe Chicago, New York. I think it's gonna hit.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna
hit. Portland.
Yeah, La La Land. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hotlanta.
We submitted to a few of them, and they were like, "We already have an embarrassing story, long form improv podcast, the live show."
Oh,
yeah. Fuck. You would think it was a little more niche than it actually ended up being.
Yeah, but there's that one, and I'll call him out. There's their one arch nemesis, the other Embarrassing Stories podcast.
Yeah.
Ain't that embarrassing? Ain't that embarrassing? Ain't that shit?
We're coming for ya.
You ain't that good. Ain't that embarrassing?
You ain't that funny either.
Yep.
Nerd.
Remember when we fist fought them at the Baltimore Podcast Festival?
Yeah, and then I
never felt so alive. That was awesome.
I might want to edit that out. Okay. I think. Well, I said I wanted to fist fuck them, and then I said we're gonna edit it out, and then I just said it again, so I can't say fist fuck again. All right. What else?
One time I told someone to get fisted in front of my parents, and they got so mad at me. I was like kind of drunk, and this guy, like, I was at my parents' house in the kitchen, and like a couple of my friends from college were there. And one guy said something, and I just went, "Oh, get fisted!" And my parents were like, "Molly, what the hell?"
I watched Chasing Amy with my dad and my girlfriend at the same time.
Oh,
and when the fisting scene was,
oh my god,
it was a little awkward.
Were you watching it at your house?
My apartment at the time, yeah.
Oh my god.
I love that you had your dad over to your apartment to watch Chasing Amy with you and your girlfriend. What a weird hang.
I was like, "Dad, get over here. We rented a great movie."
We rented Chasing Amy. Will you come over to my apartment and sit between me and my girlfriend on the couch?
It does get weirder and weirder the more I hear it, Molly.
That girlfriend was the original Dave Garrity fan, 420.
Have we covered everything? Are you working any with push on classes, outdoor stuff, anything like that?
Yes. So right now I'm, doing some TAing with push, so helping out with classes. Mostly just because I can't afford to pay for the classes. So I'm like, I'll TA.
Yeah.
And the kids class. Cool. Push has a lot of shows coming up. I haven't volunteered to work any of them because I am involved in a lot of weddings this summer. I'm kind of in a very terrible place where last year a bunch of weddings got canceled.
Oh no.
But the engagements kept coming.
Oh,
it's like Smash Mouth said, and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. So now this year it's like double the weddings because you got all the pandemic engagements sliding together with last year's rescheduled weddings and wedding events. And
if we're lucky at all, there's going to be some new variants, and they're going to withdraw some more of the vaccines. And
I'm a bridesmaid a couple times. I'm a maid of honor. I'm telling you, they're weddings that like not ones I can skip. Like it's a lot of close friends.
Holy shit! Congrats. I've only been best man once, and
thanks.
I did not nail that speech. I did not nail that.
Here's the thing about everyone's like, "Oh, Molly, you're going to nail that. Like, you're the maid of honor. Like, it's going to be fucking awesome." And I'm like, it's not.
It's probably not.
Gonna
It's
be.
going to be a drunken mess. But you know what? I like weddings, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'll let you know at the end of this year how I feel about weddings.
I do want to know. You hear about this thing and maybe it happens. Maybe it's more attractive people than but you hear about people like hooking up, like single people at weddings. And that's what I would like to do. But maybe I don't have the balls or the game. Probably both. Never happens for me.
I famously hooked up with my cousin at a wedding. He's not a cousin, but like close enough. Honestly, it was like a close family friend.
Oh my God. It wasn't Giuliani, was it? It wasn't
No,
Rudy
it was
Giuliani.
like, it was a situation where my dad's one of 8, but they had like a 9th kid that, had kind of was like this absentee parent kid. So
we knew that story.
He got like adopted into the family, essentially. Okay. He was my uncle's best friend, but he's, grew up like one of my dad's brothers, and his kid, he ended up marrying a Brazilian woman and lived in Europe with his kids. So I didn't like grow up with them, but it was very much, they were considered my cousins. And I did make out with one of them at a family wedding. That's in front of my whole, the whole clan was there. So
really, what did they have to say about it?
Not much. I was like a sophomore in college at the time. So I think they were just kind of like, oh, that's her shenanigans. And my boyfriend at the time was a piece of shit. So I think they all just wanted to get me away from him.
God, see, I need a fun story like that. I don't know what's worse.
I have an unfortunate, I have a lot of stories. I don't know if we would call them fun.
Hooking up with your cousin at a wedding? That's a dream of mine.
That's what makes Molly so good at improvised stand-up is there's no suggestion that she doesn't have a... I'm famously hooked up with my cousin.
I do have an ability to take anything and make it about myself, which is good for improvised stand-up.
Yes. Which that's a show that we have that Molly should probably return to. The Sweat List, the improvised stand-up show. Some of our live stream shows are in
be
flux.
On the Tournament of Champions.
That's right. Yeah.
That's another show though that I think would do great live. I'm ready to do the improvised stand-up out in the flesh.
We do actually
need
people
what they want.
We do actually need you for the next show because it is going to be the Tournament of Champions because we have 5 names on the Sweat List because I couldn't choose a winner from the last show, so we have 2 winners, and so that's 5 people. Yeah, I'm sorry, Brian. There was
Who was it between? I'll pick the winner.
Okay. It was between Ed Phillips and Erica. Yeah, Ed Phillips and Erica. So they're both on the list.
Okay, I'll watch the tapes and get back to you.
Please get back to me. Nobody was watching. It was a weird time. So there was 1 vote for Erica and 1 vote for Ed. And then I was like, please, if you're out there.
You know what I do in that case?
What?
Whoever got the first vote.
Well, yeah. But then I think Ed. Let's say Erica got 1 more vote as I was about to announce it and call it a tie. So I was like, well, at the buzzer, Erica got it. And as I was saying that, Ed got 1 more vote. So it got tied up again 2-2. And I was like, fuck it. Just, you're both on the list. Come back next month.
That's so
please.
Annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. Voting is just, and then Lionel had no idea that it was a competition show. And
bullshit, because he won last time.
Yeah.
Well, he still didn't know. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Okay. Well, always a pleasure to do all these exciting things with you, Molly. And please, if you're listening, if you like candles at all, or even if you don't like candles, you just like quips or fun things or supporting local artists.
I got koozies. We got merch on deck. I mean, there's something for everyone at Low Blow.
Okay. Do you have action figures? Because I got the Spawn 2020 Kickstarter action figure, and that thing's worth a lot. So
yeah, I actually have action figures of me and my cat together. They're made out of wax though, so you can't get them too hot.
That's right. You do have a Goose Willis.
That's right. I have Goose Willis up in the backyard. He's wearing his chef uniform right now. We had a cookout, so.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks so much for being back on the podcast.
I'm pumped. I'm rocking, ready to go.
Okay. Check out Molly on How Embarrassing, the other podcast. How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff. Check her out on How Embarrassing the Podcast.
Oh, when does this come out?
Comedy. Probably this Saturday at midnight. How
Never mind. I was gonna plug my friend's birthday tomorrow, but
you can say happy birthday to her here, and if she hears it, she'll be glad.
Well, it's a boy, and it's Jeff Ballou. His birthday's tomorrow. He's 30 years old.
Yay!
Getting that double vax.
Yeah, me and him are getting our second shot tomorrow to celebrate his birthday.
That is awesome. Congrats to you both. And check out Low Blow, Candle Co., How Embarrassing the Podcast, the live stream. And we are now on to the episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.